Welcome. I think that this is working and streaming. My name is Dan. I am here live in front of my computer, or my computer is in front of me, or it's behind me. Actually, this is a wall here. It makes a sound when I bang on it. I did this yesterday, and I am back. And I might be back again on Friday. So I'm trying to do possibly 3 sessions this week of this thing that I'm calling Coding Rainbow. To make a lot of different videos and tutorials and talk about ideas and answer questions in the sort of grand scheme sphere of creative coding stuff. So let's get things kind of organized here for a second before I get into the main content. So first, hopefully you can hear me. Is the audio okay? Picture looks okay. You can see me here. Possibly you can see me also over here. I don't know that I'm actually going to use the whiteboard today, but let's just test out that you can read this. It's not too blurry, and you can see me and hear me over here as well. What I'm going to do here today is answer any random questions that people have. I've been doing a lot of different video tutorial series recently. I did one on making a Twitter bot. I did a bunch of introduction to JavaScript with P5.js videos. Just yesterday, I did 4 videos about using JavaScript and Node and WebSockets to make this shared collaborative canvas thing. But I started something new recently, that is yesterday. And if I go here and go to my YouTube channel and go here, I started making this thing, which I am loosely calling 10-minute coding challenges. So it's a playlist. I'm going to take ideas for challenges and see if I can program them in 10 minutes and see how that goes. Maybe this will be a useful learning experience, or perhaps even slightly remotely entertaining to watch. But I only made one of them yesterday, and various folks on the internet seem to like the video, maybe. And so I thought I would try to do a bunch of those today. I'm going to look at the chat because, okay, yes, you can read this, you can hear me. Okay, everything seems to be working. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what challenges to do today. And honestly, I'm starting to feel like what I really should do is like program the thing just like in a leisurely way while I'm like sipping some tea in the morning, and then delete my code and then make the 10-minute video where like I sort of mentally have it in my head how I did it before. But I have to say, honestly, I have not done that for any of these, which terrifies me a little bit, because I know in particular this one, the second one here, which I think is a great idea, and it's Menger sponge, not merger sponge, which I think is a great idea for a topic, is hard. I'm not so sure I could figure this out on the fly in 10 minutes, in particular all of the 3D stuff. Now, a subcategory of this is something called a Sierpinski, I don't know how to spell this, Sierpinski carpet. I believe this I could do. It's 2D, it's a nice little fractal shape, so that I might do. But what's over here, by the way? Oh, I guess never mind. The rainbow doesn't go to the bottom. It's like this floating rainbow. So I don't know. So anyway, this is my list of what people suggested on Twitter. But now I'm going to take a moment now to say, Space Invaders, at first I was like, no, that's impossible. But this is actually something I feel like I could probably do very quickly. Because all I need to do is make an object that is a triangle that you move back and forth with the keyboard. Then I make another object that is like a square that shoots up like a bullet. And then I need to make an array of those. And they start from wherever you press wherever the ship is. Then I just need to put a bunch of squares, like a row of squares, which would be like the aliens. And when the bullet hits the alien, it disappears. Something like that I feel like I could do, I don't know about in 10 minutes. But that in my head, I have to admit, I've never made the Menger sponge before. I feel confident that if somebody said, teach that in class tomorrow, I could spend several hours and I could read about it more, and I could look at it, and I could make a processing example, and I could probably optimize it, that sort of thing. But 10 minutes from scratch, I don't know. Pong in 10 minutes. That's not so bad, actually. I'm going to write that. I like that better because Pong is like some Space Invaders isn't really like violent, but I don't like the idea of shooting bullets. I really just don't want to do anything that. So maybe like Space Invaders with like, you know, flowers, and you're watering the flowers. I kind of like that idea. Flower invaders. That's pretty good. So that was a good suggestion. Okay, so I think I'm going to do, I like the Pong one. How hard could that be, right? You know, the one thing is games are always so much trickier to program than you think they're going to be. So I like the Pong idea. The other question in my mind is it easier for me to use processing or P5.js? On the one hand, JavaScript is sometimes a little bit simpler. I am more comfortable probably in processing. Just having the processing IDE also is probably kind of nice for doing this quickly. I think I'll probably use processing and then convert the code to P5.js, which is what I've been doing for my other, for the other ones as well. Okay, let's see. Pong is in the processing textbook. So I assume you're talking about the Casey Reese and Ben Fry handbook. I'm not going to look at the code. We'll have to do it from scratch. The other thing is I like to do things in an object-oriented way. We should try to do Pong in 10 minutes. I like that idea. Maybe I should make these the 15-minute challenge, though, right? Let's see what happens. Simulate rain. Okay, that I feel like is very doable. So that is very, I mean, there's all sorts of things we could add to it, like the rain splashes when it hits the ground and things like that. But just creating a lot of streaks out of it. That's very similar, actually, what I did yesterday with the star field. Not that different and simpler than the star field. So that I like to do. Okay. We should try this. Somebody on Twitter, Rob Dubin, suggested a bird generator, and I just love the idea of a bird generator. I have no idea what that would be, though. Something that generates like random bird designs could be kind of cool. Something that you click the mouse and birds like fly across the screen. The problem with the random bird designs is that sort of idea of a program requires visual design talent, of which I don't have very much. Okay, I'm still looking for suggestions here, but I don't see much in the chat. Let me check Twitch. There are 4 people watching on Twitch. I wonder who these people are. And I'm going to check Twitter to see if anybody else sent me a challenge idea. No. So what I'm looking at this list right now, and I am thinking about doing. Maybe I should warm up with the rain idea. It's so similar to what I did yesterday, though. I really want to do the Space Invaders in 10 minutes. Wow, how long does this stuff take? I don't know. Pong. Let me think about Pong for a second. I just need to make a the weird sort of thing about Pong is how do I even? I guess I use the keyboard. I use the keyboard, and one player plays with like A and Z, and one player plays with like H and N, and moves it up and down, and then the thing just, yeah. How hard could this be? A matrix-style rain, but some kind of data source for the characters like weather reports. Oh, you guys are getting... you know, change the shape of a circle with mouse over. You know what would be good is a morphing example. I made this example. Did I make a video that shows how to do this? Let's look. I made an example once because this is commonly requested. Morphing. I'm now, by the way, Googling morphing Schiffman, which I think is going to be a little bit weird to see what comes up with. Face morphing, face morphing. Okay, I'm not looking for my face morphing. I'm looking for my shape morphing. Morphing square to circle. I definitely made an example of this at one point. Well, it's interesting things that come up on searching. Let me add that. I like that. I like this. Oh, you know what I thought of as another good one? Springy rope thing. And a shape morphing with lerp. So these are good ones. Yeah, okay, someone's telling tweet. Like a bubble, yes. Paddle uses basic AI. A snake game. Ooh, snake game. That's a good one. I'm afraid of that one. That's a good one, too. Yeah, there's so many. That's a great one. Rainbows, of course. Okay, moth generator. Mothbot. Well, I don't know what the mothbot is. Moth generator. Okay, what's that? Oh, it's a bot that generates. Oh, like the bird generator. Oh, you're referring to the bird generator. Oh, yeah, this is a wonderful project. Right, yes, by Katie Rose Pipkin. Thank you. Oh, I'm looking on the wrong computer, so you can't see what I'm looking at. I have two computers here. Okay, hold on, everybody. Okay. Okay, Tetris. Whoa, no, there's no Tron. No. Okay, we're off the rails here. I'm gonna pick something now. You know what I have? I have this thing. I have this thing that I made, which was for picking a random student in class to present homework, but it just like picks something randomly in a nice and dramatic way. So all of these things are going to be choices. Can you guys see this? Okay. I'm going to spin this wheel, and it's going to pick one of them, and I have to do it. Oh, a character with eyes that follows the cursor. I like that one. It's too late, though. That's a really good one. Let me add it to my other list. That's a good one. Character with eyes that follows the cursor. Okay, ready, everybody? I really hope I get simulate rain, because that's the only one I feel confident that I know how to do. Okay, here it goes. This is like coding Wheel of Fortune here. Oh, no, oh, springy rope thing. Oh, maybe shape morphing. With lerp, it should say lerp. Okay, we're gonna do this. Shape morphing with lerp. We can do this. We can absolutely do this in 10 minutes. Okay. Whew. Let's see, what should the shapes be? A square and a circle. That's what we're gonna do. Oh boy, this is gonna be hard to do in 10. I mean, I know how to do this. I've done it before, but it's gonna be hard to do in 10 minutes. It's gonna happen. And I'm definitely gonna use processing for this. I didn't include rainbows on this list. Okay, let me open up processing. I gotta get ready now. Come on, processing, open up. Oh, new, okay. Okay. How's that look? Okay. Solar system generator. That's a good one too. You guys have all these good ideas. Hold on, I want to get them. What was it? Oh yeah, solar system generator. Okay. Save your ideas now. Hold your applause. Okay. Am I allowed to at least put void setup and void draw in before I start? No, I'm not allowed to have anything. Shape morpher. Okay, so first I gotta just remember how I do this timer thing. What I do is I say like 11 minutes when I'm about a minute, and then I have a minute sort of like counting down before I can start. But I'm not even ready for that yet. I'm like trying to mentally prepare myself. Okay, this shouldn't be a problem. I should be able to do this. Yeah, I made it somewhere. Okay, I'm going to do it as soon as this gets to 10 minutes. I better hit record. Anybody have any tips? You can put it in the chat now. I got 20 seconds. Jumpy jacks, okay. 5, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, welcome to the 10-minute coding challenge. I only have 10 minutes to do this, so I better get started quickly. I'm going to make a processing sketch which draws a circle on the screen, and when you click the mouse, it morphs into a square. You click the mouse again, it morphs back into a circle. So how am I going to do this? Well, first thing I need is just set up and draw. I know I need that. And I also need, I'm going to make a new tab here, and I'm going to call this new tab, I don't want to call, I'll call it morpher. And I'm going to make a morpher object. And one thing that I know I need is I need to have some sort of array that has all of the points. I kind of want to draw a diagram. So I can't use my time to draw a diagram. But right, what I need to do is if this is a circle and this is a square, I can't use ellipse and I can't use rectangle. Rather, I want to use begin shape and end shape and draw the circle as all of these points, and then draw a square as all of these points. And then this point just needs to move to its corresponding location and back and forth. That's how I have to do this somehow. Okay, so here I am back over here. I'm going to use an array list. I could probably get away with an array, but I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to keep track of like how many things. So I'm just going to call this points. When you make a new morpher, points, so much typing for an array list though, this is a problem. And I'm using p vector, so I make an array list of points, and then the first thing I'm going to do is just make it a circle. So how do I make a circle? I can do an angle, right? An angle that starts at 0, and then the angle goes all the way up to 2 pi and goes up by some strange amount, like that much. I don't know, that's probably a terrible idea. And then I need to, what do I need to do? I need to calculate a point that's on the circle, right? If the circle has a radius of like 100, or let's make it 200, then all I need to do is create a point, which is a new p vector, which is at cosine of that angle and sine of that angle. That's polar to Cartesian coordinates. That gets you from an angle to a point. I've probably got a video somewhere else where I'll explain that. I don't have time to explain that now. And then I want to multiply the point by r. That should be enough, right? And then I need to put it in that array list. So now I have an array list. When I make that morpher object, it has, is this how you do a class? It's so hard. I don't remember how to do Java anymore. I'm so used to JavaScript. Is this right? I think this is right. Okay, now I need a function, right? Let's just make show. Which is going to, how am I doing on time? Oh, I've got 7 minutes. That's plenty of time. So now I need to say for every vector in all of the points, I want to make a vertex at v.x, v.y. That's it. And I'm going to say stroke 0, no fill. And in my draw loop, I'm also going to start. It's just going to make things easier if 0, 0 is in the center of the window. So, oh boy, I need a size. I need some sort of like canvas, 600 by, it can be small. No, let's make it big. 600 by 600, and I'm going to draw some sort of background like that. And then, I should probably have a brighter thing. And then I need to make and I'm going to make the morpher object just with the variable m. I hope you can hear me. I hope this is recording. It's okay, I could always just do it again, and then make the morpher object. And then I need to say, morpher.show, right? This should work. Do I have a morpher? I don't see anything. Oh, come on. I got to have done something. What have I done wrong here? For all the, I've got to say begin shape, and I've got to say end shape. The whole way you make a shape is you say begin shape, hey, here's a whole bunch of vertices, and then you say end shape. And you know what? It probably should have close in it. And then if I do this, look at that. There's my circle. Now, you can see that the resolution is not very high because those are actually the points. I don't have time to explain this. But you can see that I'm going up by 0.5. So if I went up by like 0.05, boy, that's a lot of points. Now, oh my goodness, I really set myself up for a problem here. Even though I drew this nice circle, how am I supposed to, I think I need to figure out how many points that I want to have. Like, let's say I want to have 100 points. So then I should say the difference in the angle, delta angle, is 2 pi divided by total. So because if I know that I have 100 points, then I know how to make those 100 points of a square. And you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this circle. And these are all the points of the circle. And then, oops, No, that's point. And then I also need to make another array list of points that's a square. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to make the square. God, this can't be too hard, right? If a square is a new array, if I could just get the array list of points, I could lerp them so quickly. I'm halfway done. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. We can do this. Okay, so total is the same. Now each side of the square has 40 points, right? So a side of the square would be side is total divided by 4, because there's 4 sides of the square. I don't know. Int I equals 0, I is less than side, I plus plus. And then how big is the square? If the circle's radius was 100, then maybe the square should be like 200 wide. Where did I do that? Oh, R is 200. The radius is 200. Let's make that a variable. So then I should say, I just got to get some points in here fast. Boy, now I'm panicking. I got to make a point which is like, I got to have it x, right? X starts at negative r divided by 2, right? And then I want to make a new p vector which is at x, comma y of 0. This is for the top side. And then x goes up by how much? It's the sides divided by 200. That's how much it should go up, right? The side, it has, 200 pixels divided by how many points there are. 200 pixels divided by how many points there are. And then what's negative? Why is, because that needs to be a float. Fine, that can be a float. So that would be the top side. And then I need to square add x, right? So I don't know if this is going to come out with the same number of points. No, how much do I go up? 200 divided by, oh, okay, I'm losing my mind here. 40 points. 40 points in each side. This makes sense. This should work. Add the p vector. I'm probably going to have the wrong number of points. By the way, I could also do this, right? Couldn't I get the bottom, right? The bottom would be 200 minus x, and then the y would be at 200. And this would be like negative 200. I don't even know. And this would be at, so that could work too, right? So then I have another, but I want these to be in order because I want them to morph. So I got to do across. This is a terrible idea. 2 minutes and a half left. I got to get this. What did I have here? Oh, I'm panicking. This is very bad. Do I get a bonus 5 minutes? I think I should get a bonus 5 minutes. This is 0. Okay, everybody calm down. Take a deep breath for a second. Okay, this is the top side. 1 moment at a time, okay? X starts at negative r divided by 2, and we go across. Now, we're going to do, and this is going to be negative 200. Now, we're going to do I'm going to go across, and now I'm going to go down. Now I'm going to go down. Y equals, there's got to be, somebody who's in the chat is like telling me there's got to be a much easier way to define the vertices of a square. But I'm just going to keep going. Y equals negative r divided by 2. And then we're going to start from we're going to start from 200 and y. And this should be r, by the way, right? And this should just be r. And this should be r, right? R times 2? It's so hard to figure out the math here, but let's just hope that this works. Y is, and then I need to go backwards along the x. And then I need to go backwards along the y to get back to the top. Y equals, you know what I should have done? I should have done this. I should have done this as the x and y, but it's too late now. Boy, this is 10 minutes just to make the stupid square. Only at 47. I'm getting a bonus 5 minutes. This is a 15-minute coding challenge. Okay, and then okay, y starts at the bottom and then goes back up. And I'm going to add those vertices. And then this can come out. Then the circle gets added. And then I want to also, let's try drawing the square also. circle, and also the square. See, I stopped rushing. I'm like 4 seconds. This is very sad. I'm going to give myself a bonus 5 minutes. Okay, ready, everybody? Here we go. I got to get better at these. Bonus 5 minutes. Okay, here we go. Bonus 5 minutes. Bonus 5 minutes. Here we go. Let's see how I got. Oh, look at that. Look at this horrible looking square. So, so one thing I want to do right now, by the way, is just debug this. I panicked by just making ellipses that are the points so we can sort of see what's going on here. So this isn't horrible. I got something about right. There's kind of a square there. So let's look and see what I did wrong. So let's do these one at a time for the square. And I'm sure I could compress this. Somebody is going to, some genius on the internet is going to tell me I'm a total idiot, which is probably right. OK, so that looks right. So now let's add this one in. And I want to start at y is at the top, and x is so what's happening here? Let's look at this one. So I just started y in the wrong place. Y is, oh, not the divided by 2. Yeah. OK, so that's right. I just had some mistakes here. Then x is at r. That looks good. And now y, oh, I just had the divided by 2 was just the problem. Good. Now the question I have here is, this is only going to work if they have the same number of points. And I can't imagine I did that by accident correctly. 100, 200, 100. So my square only has 100 points. Why is that? Because I did it wrong. There, I made it work. Oh, off by half. I'm sure I could figure out why that's wrong later. OK, so now they each have the same number of points. Now they're not in the same order, but I think I can handle that later. We're in good shape now. I got like 3 minutes left. Is the timer? OK, so what do I have right now? I need to go back and put back the vertices. And I have both a circle and a square being drawn just as a whole bunch of vertices. So now what I want to do is use the lerp function to have corresponding vertices from the square lerp to the circle, corresponding vertices from the circle lerp to the square. So let's do that. So what I actually need here is, and I apologize for all this code, is I need, I'm going to make an array list called current. And I'm going to make, and what I'm going to do is, in my constructor function at the end, I am just going to make, I'm going to loop through the size of like the square one. And I'm just going to put, actually, you know what I'm going to do? Even better, I'm going to start as a square. In the square, what I'm going to do is say current.add v.copy. So I want to just take, I want my current to start with vectors from the square. And then in draw, I just want to actually draw what is current. Okay? So I'm going to take all this out. So now in draw, what did I do wrong? Null pointer exception. Current, is current null? What's null? Somebody, current. I forgot to make current a new array list. I totally did. OK, so I need this line of code. And I'm getting so lethargic here. 1 minute left. This is totally going to happen. Current equals new array list with the p vector. OK, here we go. Oh, come on. Oh, it's got to be above it. Oh, I'm making horrible mistakes here. Current go above, current go above. OK, here we go. So we see the square. Now what I need to do in void update, what I want to do is I need to have I need each vector, right, for, OK, oops. Wait, everything has stopped working on it. My keyboard suddenly stopped working with only 47 lines. This is terrible. What's happening? Everything is broken. How could my keyboard have broken? I swear I'm not kidding you. All right, pause. All right, chat. I got 30 minutes. OK, hold on. OK, now my keyboard, my processing froze. Oh, I didn't pause my timer. I don't know, what do you guys suggest that I do now? I should just go back and start doing this over all the way from scratch. I could get it done in 10 minutes, but I'm not. It's going to be what it is going to be. Okay, so I don't remember how much time I had left. I'm going to give myself 2 minutes. One of these days, I'm really going to take the 10-minute coding challenge seriously. Boy, I can't believe I'm going to have to edit this together now. So once that hits 2 minutes, or actually, I'm going to go back here again. Okay, just give myself a few more minutes. All right, that's fine. Okay. At 2 minutes, I'm going to start again. And okay, I'm giving myself a bonus 2 minutes. I'm back. Processing crashed, but it's working again. So here we go. What I'm going to do now is what I need is every single time a vertex to be either be on the square or the circle or somewhere in between. So what I'm going to do here is use the fact that I have this array list and loop through it as I need to loop through everything. And I need 3 vectors. I need the circle vector, which I'm going to call circle v, which is circle.getI. And I need the square one, which I'll call sv, which is square.getI. And then I need to say, I could do this like so much more efficiently, but this is just going to be fine. And then I'm going to say a new vector. This is not a good way of doing this, but I'm just going to do it right now. It's pvector.lerp. So I need to lerp somewhere between the circle and the square. And I'm going to say 0.5, which is in between. And then I want to say current dot set. Yeah, that vector. Oh boy. So let's run this. And now I'm going to call update. And we should see something really like horrible. Now this is kind of like crazy looking because everything's in the wrong order. But this is actually a good sign because what I now need is a value between 0 or 1. So I'm going to call this an amount, which is equal to 0. Right? And then here under morpher, I'm going to actually make the amount. So if it's 0, I should see a circle. If it is 1, I should see a square, which means now, with 11 seconds left, if my amount maps from the mouse x value, which goes between 0 and width, to a value between 0 and 1, we can morph between the circle and the square. It's working. Okay, now, but you can see something like weird is going because the vertices are all like out of order. So I'm going to give myself, I don't know how long this video is. I'm giving myself a bonus 5 minutes. I'm just like, now I'm giving myself a bonus 60 minutes. Bonus 5 minutes to get those vertices in the right order. Like, because it's worth doing, right? I think it's worth doing. So let's think about this. When I made the square, oops, let me come over here. I got 5 minutes. I got time to draw a diagram. When I made the square, I set the vertices like this, in this order. And when I did the circle, I started here and I did it by angle. I have a feeling they're in that order, right? Although that's how things rotate. Maybe they're in that order. They're in one of those orders. But ultimately, what I want is probably to start over here. Like, you know, I could, so I want to start over here, which is, what angle is that? That's like 90 degrees plus 45 degrees. 90 degrees is like pi divided by 2. So it's like 3 pi over 4. So I want to start at 3 pi over 4, and I want to go that way. So let's see if we can, let's see if I can make that work. So much time. So I want to start, and you know what? This was good, but honestly, now what I want to do is say, wait, total is 100, and somehow everything has like 200 things in it. I don't know why. Why is that? But whatever. So I want to go from, let's just leave that. I'm going to do, I'm going to say new angle equals, what did I say? 3 times pi divided by 4. And I'm going to say a new angle. And then I'm going to try with new angle plus that. So, oh boy, that's really weird looking. Oh, maybe I went the wrong direction. Let's try minus that. No, what about 3 pi over 4? What's like the inverse of that? 2 pi minus 3 divided by pi? Somebody help me out here. These are kind of interesting. So let's try to, I think what I could do is I could probably color the shapes to see what's going on. So for example, when I draw, if I go back now and in show, right, what I want to draw is just that circle. And what I want to draw is an ellipse for every one of those points. Ooh, boy, something bad has happened. And I'm going to say fill int float b equals 0, fill by b, and then I'm going to say b plus equal 1. So, and then I need to make these ellipses. So if we look at this, whoa, what's going on here? Well, that's not going to do me any good. Well, they're so close together, that's why. Can I get away with this? I cannot see that. Whoa, why are they? Whoa, oh, because this is not helping me. Okay, hold on a second, everyone. This is why I should just solve these in advance and then pretend I'm doing it in 10 minutes. Because this is the reality. I'm actually not very good at this. Just failing at every possible turn. So I just want to hack my way in here for a second and give myself more space between them. Yeah. Let's comment this out. Okay. Ooh, boy. What is going on? Oh, this is the circle. Where did I? Oh, I'm in the wrong. Oh, I did the circle. Oh, I've done something lunar. I've done total lunar. I have a complete mistake in my code because I moved stuff around. I have this in here twice. No wonder. I probably was doing this right all along. I have this extra thing to create the circle again. This is what happens when you have a big font, right? This is all the square. This is the current. And that's why there were 200 where there should be 100. Of course there should be 100. And then I multiplied everything by, oh my goodness. Let's start over. Okay. You know what? Screw the timer. Just let it time out. If you're still here and watching, you are a wonderful person and you're very kind to me, and I thank you. I'm just going to take a deep breath. And my next coding challenge will actually be in 10 minutes. This is just going to be a ridiculously long video that eventually will have it. You could just shut this off and go download the example because I'm going to fix this and I'm going to make this work. So I'm going back to where I was at the beginning because I would like to see now that I have the setup correct. Because I think I had it right all along. I just had a stupid problem in my program. So let's see what happens if I have the circle and the square. Okay, so you can see the circle is starting from over there, which is where I want it to start from. And this is actually good, but I don't want it to start from there. I want it to start from here. Wait, 3 pi divided by 4. Okay, hold on. Pi divided by 2. It should start from there, right? Let's not look at the square for a second. Oh boy. Okay, hold on, everybody. Let's get rid of the square. How do I debug this? By the way, these should be rectangles. That's the circle. I forgot what I'm doing. Okay, get rid of the square for a second. And I just want to look at that circle. Okay, this is what I've got so far. And I want to be able to see where is it beginning. So what I'm going to also do, this is so silly, is I should just put, I'm just going to put some text next to it, which will be a number, which is like, which is the first one, which is text count v.x, v.y, and let's just move that over like 6 pixels. Yeah, count could go up by 1. And I could say just like if count equals 0. So that is, this is the first one, which is what I thought. And so I need to get that in the right place. So the first angle, what I thought it should be is, so like negative pi over 2, by the way, would be up here going that way. So what do I want? 3. Yeah, that's what I want, but I want going the other way. There we go. That should work. That's the order that I want. And now I want this. There we go. I've got my circle, and it's starting over here in the top left. So I can get rid of some of this stuff. Now, I don't know how confident I should be here. But I'm going to put this back in and see what we get. That's the square, but I want this to be current. And I want to say I'm going to get rid of this. OK, so that's the square. That's the current. That's the current. And now I'm going to put this back. And let's look. We've got a little bit of an issue now because my I don't have them with the same amount of things in it anymore. 100 and 200. So the square has 200 because I stupidly gave it more things. My math was right in the first place. There we go. This is what it should look like. So I should be able to just lerp back and forth between the two shapes. Oh, isn't that nice? We should add a little stroke weight to this. We could have a fill. Why not have a fill? And why not give it a little stroke weight? And see our morphing. Yay, morphing. So this is what I wanted to show you, how to have two shapes, one more from the other. I don't know where I am. This is probably like a half an hour video. Failed 10-minute coding challenge. But I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to hit stop now. I might redo that. I'm not really sure, but I'm going to let it lie where it will lie right now. OK. Okay. Okay, there's some very amusing comments here. I'm reading your comments now, and I'm enjoying it. This, by the way, leads me to believe that in my 10-minute challenge, I should definitely just do the Sierpinski carpet and not the... So what time is it? Oh, it's 3:20. OK, I'm going to do one more. I should really redo that one. I should leave it, I guess. You probably have I don't know what to do about that, but I'm going to put it. At least it's an example now. But I'm going to save this example and I'll upload it. I'll stitch that video together somehow. Maybe I'll redo that one another time to make it. Now that I know how I did it. OK, so don't have a lot of confidence in some of these other. OK, so this is now what I have left. Simulate rain, Pong, snake game, springy rope thing, fractal Menger sponge, Sierpinski carpet, space invaders, or a bird generator. All right, let me look at the chat here. Okay, let's see here. Okay, sorry, the cameras are shuffling off, which as they should. This is not my finest stream, but it will do. Okay, let's just spin this wheel. And what are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? Ooh, bird generator, space invaders. Let's go carpet. Don't go to the sponge. Don't go to the sponge. Don't go to the sponge. Oh my God. I can't argue with the wheel. I have to do what the wheel says. All right, let's prepare a little bit before I turn the 10 minutes on. How about that? Can we all agree that that would be fair? This is, oh, whoops, I was actually looking at some websites earlier, Menger sponge. So let's go to Wikipedia. Yeah, this really shouldn't be that hard, especially if you look at this. I can, right, because what I need to do, this button doesn't work so well for me right now. What I need to do is I need to make a cube. And all I need for the cube, this isn't going to be that bad. I think this is not going to be that bad. I'm going to work it out in my head at least first. Okay? I need to do a cube. So the cube gets, all I need for the cube is an x, y, z, a position for it, because I can use the processing function box to draw it. And then it needs some size. And I forget how it works, but I assume the size is like the, what do you call that? As a term, the extrusion. No, it's like the distance between the center and the edge. There's a term for that. I don't know why I can't think of it right now. So, so let's say that starts with like 200. So and so if I have an array list, I need a box object. The box object has just has the p vector with the object in it, with that point, and then it has a variable called r, which is that size. So for every box, what I need to do is make 12. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 3? 27? 27 boxes. Is that right? Let's look at this. Let's come back over here and look at like this picture. What time is it? I just 3:20. I have small children who have to be picked up from school, so I can't forget to do that. But I have some time after school. It's not, school's already over, but okay. So if I look at this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 3 back. So that's 27. And then I just need to delete. I just need to delete. So, right? I'm so bad at drawing. Oh, I'm over here now. I just need to delete certain ones. So I need to get rid of. I need to get rid of the center ones, the very center one, and the center one on each edge. So, which is if I number them. Oh, and there's one on the back. How many am I getting rid of? I'm getting rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many faces are there in a cube? I need like a physical thing. If this is not a cube, but it's close enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, the actual middle one I get rid of also. And then I have those boxes. So I need to make, maybe an easier way to do it is actually not to get rid of any, but just to make the ones I need to make. So I need to do, oh boy. No, it'd be easier to just make them all and delete the ones, because they would have an order, and then I could just have a list of the index values that they get deleted. So 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, wait, hold on. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's top. I'm doing this from top to bottom. It would really help if I had like some physical cubes. It would really help. Somebody bring me some. And then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Right? There's 27 of things. So I know that I need to get rid of this one, and this one. And then the middle layer has all of these that I need to get rid of, right? Isn't that right? Chat, tell me if this seems right to you. I'm going to look at the chat for a second. Somebody wrote, get rid of 4, 10, 12, 14, 16, 22. 4, 10, 12, 14, 16, 22. Why not 13 and 13? Thank you. So Matthew Bardot in the chat apparently worked out the same thing that I just worked out. So this is what I need to get rid of. Okay, I think that I can, I'm over here. I forget, I think that I can do this now because, yeah, it's the hard thing is going to be making all the boxes. But how hard could that be? It can't be that hard, right? How hard could that be? I can do this. All right, we're going to try it. Should I leave this diagram here? Let's see if I can make this a little bit better. Because I'm going to refer to it. Now. I'm terrible. Is this at all right? Oh boy, I'm so bad at this. This is pointless. Okay, well, my drawing the diagram is clearly not helping. Never mind. Yeah. We'll just look at the picture. Oh yeah, I know what to do. I'll just make a two-dimensional diagram. Because every face, I need to do that. Okay. The 3D math is going to throw me for a bit, but I think I'm just going to have to try it. You said it's possible in 5 minutes. No, there's no, okay. I want to give myself 15, but I'm going to do 10, and then I get a bonus 5 minutes. Okay, hold on. No, not now. Okay. Okay, the timer is going. And what I want to do probably is look at this. This image is probably a good one to start with. Oh my God, I'm not even ready in processing. Save that, close this sketch, make a new sketch. Like this. And go back to the browser. This looks good too. Okay. This timer is a terrible idea. I agree. I think maybe I won't use it anymore after today. Okay. Okay. I have to listen to the wheel that spins. I really should have done the Sierpinski carpet first. I mean, this makes no sense at all. Oh, hit record, hit record. Okay, welcome to another 10-minute coding challenge. I have 10 minutes to program a Menger sponge fractal. Now, I did spend a few minutes before I started this video thinking about it. So I'm not totally starting from nothing. I have never actually programmed this before. I have seen it before. But basically what I need to do is make a box. And then what I need to do is from that box, make lots of other boxes and then cut holes in them and then do that again recursively over and over and over again. And I kind of worked out some math. I really shouldn't use the time, but I got to come back over here, right? If what I did is thinking about that diagram, there are 27, right? One box can be cut into slices by 3. You get 27 boxes that fill it, and these are the ones that I need to remove. I need to remove the center ones on the top and the center ones on all the sides. If this is the middle, this is the top, middle, and bottom, and then also that very middle one. So let's just see if I can even make that happen. So how am I going to deal with this? Well, good thing that I'm working in the processing programming environment, because at the very least, and I can see that I'm not going to get this done in 10 minutes. So let's see what we'll see how this goes. Okay, so at least the first thing that I want to do is draw a box. And I should probably add like PZCam or something, which is a processing library that I can like move the camera around. But And let's think about the box should be in a window that's 400 by 400. That box should be, let's make it 200 and see what I get. Box is not available, right? Because I need to make this P3D because I'm doing things in 3D. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a problem. Processing sketches take a little bit longer to start up in 3D. And I want to say no fill. And I guess what I could do, just for the sake of argument, is I could do something like rotate X by an angle, just very, very slowly. Always have the sketch rotating. So you can see that there is actually a three-dimensional box there. So I have this three-dimensional box. What I want to actually do is make a box object, because I'm going to need to keep track of a box, and then that box makes other little boxes, which make other little boxes. So I'm going to add another tab here, and I'm going to call that tab box, and I'm going to make a class called box. And for the box, I need to have the location of the box, which I'll call position. And I need to also have the size of the box. And so when I make this box, I should give it an x, a y, and a z. And its position will be a p vector at that x, y, z. And I should also give it a size. And its size will be a size. And then if I want to see that box, I need to translate by the position x, y, and z. And then I need to draw a box at that location. And I should probably also include push matrix Okay, I'm back. I think I have volume again. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm gonna Okay, everybody. Okay, so when did that happen exactly? About what time did that happen? You lost sound at the first 6:30 mark. Okay, so I'm gonna see what I was doing at 6 minutes and 30 seconds. I could just do this all again from scratch. So I'm going to see what I was doing, because I have this now recorded as a video. Actually, if I put it in, I can make it so you can see what I'm doing. So at 6 minutes, oh wait, 6 minutes and 30 on the timer is when I lost sound? Hold on, I have to, there's only one way for me to figure this out for real. So I need to put this in Dropbox real fast, because it will, it's a big file, so it's going to take just a minute to sync. About 8 minutes ago. You can hear me now still, right? Yeah. I was editing the box object. It was basically at the beginning. Don't forget about my kid. It's okay. You know, I still have time. I might just like start this one entirely again. The funny thing is I have an error in here, and I can't figure out what it is. Like what? So while I'm waiting for this video to transfer, why does this? Okay, maybe the error is out here, because maybe this doesn't actually work the way that I think it does. So in other words, like for example, that should do 27, and that should do 27 a lot of times. So that is working, but the new boxes, and then, okay, so this should have, let's see what's happening here. Maybe they're in the wrong place. 27, 729, so that's correct. Okay, so my video has transferred. I'm going to allow you guys to be able to see it. I should be able to go, how do I get into Dropbox? I don't know how to, this has been a pretty failure stream day. The good news is I made this great, I feel like the tutorial I made yesterday about sockets and P5, those are really good. So it's fine if today is kind of a failure. I don't even know if I should upload. This just might need to live as a live stream, and I got to come back to these. Dropbox. Come on, Dropbox. Come on, computer. Documents. Dropbox. Come on, there's got to be a button here. Ah, here it is. Let me open this up. This is going to be very meta. Okay, welcome to another 10-minute challenge. I have 10 minutes to program a Menger fun fractal. Now, I could do this whole thing where I just like talk to myself and I'm scrunching your head. I'm scrunching your head. Okay, where's the sound go out? Oh, there's no sound anymore. The good news is, the sound went out very close to the beginning. So it kind of makes sense just to do the whole thing again. Because I don't even have sound now. Oh, I guess there was 3 minutes there where I did stuff. To draw a box at that location. Okay. And I could probably also include push matrix. Oh yeah, I had the box object. That's fine. I can pick up from there. Oh, the volume went off. Okay. But before I pick up from there, I want to figure out what's wrong in my current code. I like how Matthew Bardot keeps reminding me. I'm actually fine. If I leave at 4, I actually have plenty of time. Even if I left at 4:15, I have enough time. I just like to give myself 15 minutes to like gather up my stuff. I'm going to see if I can at least I might come back to this on Friday. I at least want to figure out what I did wrong here, because this looks right to me in that for each box, oh, what is this? Oh, I know what's wrong. This has to be, oh my goodness, position.x, position.y, position.z. No. Okay, oh, it's an offset. It's an offset. Yeah, x, yeah. I know what I did wrong. No, this has to have this, right? Okay, what I did wrong is I'm making these new box locations. They're always the same. They're always around the center of the window, that first box, and they just got smaller. Of course, they have to be offset by this box's actual position, which worked for the first one because its position was 0, 0, 0. And now, if I run this, I have that, and then I have all those, and then I have all those. You can see I now have 19,683 boxes. Okay, so the question now becomes, do I just finish this and I at least have a working example and forget about the 10-minute challenge, or do I go back and redo it? Now everybody wants to know about my children. They're 4 years old and 7 years old. A girl and a boy. Okay. I'll show you pictures some other time. It seems like a weird thing to show pictures on a live stream. Okay. What should I do, people? Let's say one's 32, the other's 19. Okay. Let me at least. So what I should do now is I need to make. This is actually. I'm actually basically there. I need to just now remove all of the things from the array list with these indices. And then, so let's try this. I really got to wrap this up. But I'm going to give myself 10 more minutes here. And I'm going to go back to where I was in that video, which was, and I'm going to save this. I'm going to save this as merger sponge backup. And I'm going to then close it. And I'm going to open up merger sponge. Why do I keep saying merger? It's Menger. Menger. I keep saying merger. Camera went off. Then I'm going to put the code back to about where I had it at 6 minutes 30. So where was I at 6 minutes 30? I was just typing in pop matrix. That was as far as I got. I don't remember, did I already have, oh, I didn't even have the box there yet. So, okay, so I'm going to go back to, this is what I had. I had something like this. I had something like this. Okay, and here I had just this. And get rid of the generate. Okay. All right. Okay, everyone. If less than or just count the number of zeros. If less or equal to 1, delete the square. Everyone's telling me the timer. Remove the ones that have 2 zeros in the for loop. What does that mean? Oh, you mean just check in the for loop. Just check if the index values have 2 zeros, because if x and y, or, oh, that's brilliant. I like that idea. No, I know I have too many. I was going to remove them after the fact, just using these index values, but that's an even better idea. Okay. Oh yeah, this video is running in the background. This is really kind of nuts. I'm not, the people are joining like great, but oh yeah, people on Twitch are like, okay, everybody, here we go. So I am going to pick this back up. I'm going to give myself 6 minutes and 30 seconds, which of course I'm not. It's not going to be enough time. And somehow I'm going to have to edit this together. And I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to hit record, and I'm going to, I don't even have to, there's certain things I don't have to do now because I figured them out. I don't have to look up the array list thing. Okay. Here we go. Here it comes. Oh, I can't. Okay, I had a technical mishap and I lost sound. So I'm picking back up from where I was. And what I did is I made a box object. You don't need to remember. I already got the box object. So what I need to do now is use a box object instead of just hard coding a box. So I'm going to say box b equals new box. And I just want it to be at the middle of the screen with a size of 200. And instead of actually drawing a box, I can just say b.show. And this should be exactly the same. So now I have my one box as a box. So now what I need to do, and I'm always looking over, I see green bars, audio is working. Audio is working. What I need to do is take that box and chop it up into lots and lots of little boxes. So how am I going to do that? What I need to do, I'm going to make a function inside the box object that has 3 for loops, right? I want all the x's, all the y's, all the z's. It doesn't really even matter which is which. So I'm going to say for int x equals 0, x is less than 2. And actually, I'm going to start at -1. I was going to say x is less than 3. But I'm going to start at -1 and say x is less than 2. Because what I want is, if 0, 0, 0 is the center, I want to go -1, 0, 1. -1, 0, 1 for the x, the y, and the z axis. X plus plus. So I have this. And then I need to do the same exact thing with y, z. How am I doing on time, everybody? 5 minutes left. Here we go. Y, z, right? And then I need 3 closed brackets, right? Because what I need to do now is make a new box. And the new box is going to be at these new locations, but not directly at x, y, and z. X, y, and z times, how big should this box be? Well, this box should have a new radius, which is each little box has the original box's radius, not radius is the wrong word, but size divided by 3. So r divided by 3. So x times new r, y times new r, and z times new r. Now there's another thing I'm missing here. Each one of these boxes isn't just that size relative to 0, 0, 0. It's relative to where the actual box is. And by the way, it needs a 4th argument, which is the size of the box. So I actually need to offset it by this box's current location. So this has now become quite... I probably should have used I, J, K, and then I could have separated this into 3 lines of code, but it's too late now. You can see what I'm doing here, which is that pos.x plus x times new r, pos.y plus y times new r, and pos.z plus z times new r. So what I'm doing is I have 3 nested loops and I'm making all 9 boxes. So what do I do with those boxes? What I need to is have an array list of boxes, which is a new array list. Unfortunately, array lists require a lot of typing. And I'm going to say boxes.add, I'm going to add all those new boxes that I make. And at the end of this function, I'm going to return it. So the whole point of this function inside the box object is to know how to just say, hey, I'm a box. I'm going to give you 27 boxes that are inside me and give them to you as a big array list. And now what I'm returning is an array list of type box. So let's now, over here, what I want to do is I want to say array list box sponge. So the sponge is actually going to be an array list of those box objects. And sponge.add. So it starts with just one box. And then in draw, I loop through all of the boxes and show them. Sponge, I called it sponge, not boxes. So this is still the same exact program. Come on, give me a, I got a null pointer exception? Oh, because I forgot to say sponge is a new array list. Boy, what I wouldn't give for some JavaScript right now. Array would be so much easier to deal with. Okay, so now I've got an array list with one box in it. Now what I need to do is in mouse pressed. What I'm going to say is, do exactly this thing again. I'm going to have the next generation, a new array list. Actually, array list next equals what? b.generate. And then sponge equals b. Oh, no, next. So I'm going to take, oh, no. Sponge.get 0. So sponge is an array list with one thing in it. This has got to change in a moment. I got 1 minute and 40 seconds left. We're going to get close. Sponge is an array list with one thing in it. I'm going to get that one thing out, make a whole bunch of boxes from that, and replace the sponge. So if I do this and run this, come on, give me a click. Boom, I got 27 new boxes. That's really, really good. That's what I want. Okay. So now, but this is no good. What I really want to do is start with a new empty array list. Because I need to have more than one generation, right? And what I need to say is for every box that's currently in the sponge, give me the new boxes by generating, and then in next add all. So in Java, there's a array list have a function called add all where you can add an entire array list. So if we look at this particular algorithm here, what this is saying is when it's a new generation, make an empty array list, make an empty array. Now for every box that's currently in the sponge, go and divide it up into 27. Take all 27 of those and add it into the next, and the sponge becomes the collection of all of those. So now if we run this, click, click, click. I'm just subdividing and subdividing and subdividing, and I could do this forever, and it would probably, if I did it one more time, I might even crash my computer, which I really shouldn't do when I only have 11 seconds left. So I only have 11 seconds left. I'm not going to finish this in 11 seconds, but I'm giving myself a bonus 2 minutes. It's all about bonus time here on Coding Rainbow. So I give myself a bonus 2 minutes, and I'm going to click over here, and I'm going to come back, and now what I need to do, I've done it. All I need to do now is remove the boxes that are not part of, this is a battery, this is why I lost my sound. I need to remove the center box out of all of the sides and the middle. And you know, I tracked all the indices, but think about this. Somebody, I can't remember who suggested this in the chat, on the live chat, so this wasn't my original idea, I'm sure this is, but if I go back to this Menger sponge, you can realize that what is the same, what about all of these boxes that are in this, that are being removed is the same? If any two values, it's x and y are in the x, if any two of the axes are 0, it should be removed, right? This has an x and a y of 0. Maybe this has an x and a z of 0, and this has a y and a z. And the middle has the x, y, and z of the 0. So I just shouldn't add a box if, where's my code? Where's my code? I just shouldn't add a box if, okay. If, there's got to be a better way of doing this. But let's just, oh, you know what I could do? Is add up. No, I can't do that. Oh, yeah. This is a crazy way of doing it. Sum equals absolute value of x plus absolute value of y plus absolute value of z, right? So if two things are 0, it'll be 1 or less, right? So I shouldn't add the box if sum is less than or equal to 1. I should not add the box. That should do the trick. Let's see if this works. I'm very proud of myself for thinking that. Whoa, I did it the opposite, right? I'm just getting those center ones. That's kind of cool, though. Look at that nice little fractal shape I've got going here. That's kind of cool. That's the inverse. So I guess if it's greater than 1, I should add it. Right, I just had it reversed. So let's do this, and we can see, oh, this is exciting. Oh, I ran out of my 2 minutes, my bonus 2 minutes. It's fine. Look at this. Now, you can't really see that this is working, but I think it would be helpful if in show I gave it a fill. Can I, let's just try that. I should make it like a rainbow somehow. Oh, look at this. I nearly need to rotate by some other. I'm going to just do some random other rotation just so we can see this better. You know, let's, can I give some alpha here? There we go. I'm pretty sure this is working, but I'm not getting exactly the visual effect I was hoping for. Probably because I just need lights. I wonder if I put some sort of lights in the scene. That would help help things. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Look at this. There's the sponge. 1, 2. Oh, this is really exciting. Oh, we did it. Okay. Oh, it's quite slow now, you can see. But there it is. And I kind of want to get rid of the stroke. And I kind of want to add PZCam. And I'm just going to do this. There we go. This is lovely. So you can see here, we now have, in probably about 20 minutes in total when all is said is done, the Menger sponge in processing using P3D, using a lot of array lists. I will upload the code that goes with this example, and there will be a link in the description. And hopefully, I don't know, make something with this and send it to me, because this was very... This was kind of like some sort of birthing experience that I just went through. It is 4 o'clock. I have to hit stop over here. Goodbye to the recorded video. And now live stream. I'm going to. I don't have time to read all these comments. I have to go. But thank you so much for tuning in today. This was not my finest hour here, but maybe it was kind of entertaining in its own way. I'm going to hit stop on the stream, and I'm going to probably sometime later tonight or tomorrow actually upload these videos. I'll edit this one together. I don't know what to do about that. Well, I don't even remember what I did in the first one. Oh, God, I really can't remember. It was so, I blocked it out. It was such a traumatic experience. Somebody will tell me in the chat. Anyway, so I'll see you guys maybe on Friday. I'll be back. But tomorrow, I definitely won't be streaming anymore today or tomorrow. Be in touch on Twitter or in the YouTube comments and let me know how you enjoyed this. Okay, goodbye.